Hi, and welcome to another edition of Gunners Are Us. In this edition, we're going to be talking match preview for the Tottenham v Arsenal game that's happening today, Thursday at 7:45 p.m. And with that and much ado, let's get on with the video. So it's the match preview for Arsenal, Tottenham versus Arsenal, and going straight into it, Arsenal, Tottenham, Arsenal are on the back of 4 straight wins and a loss, and Tottenham's form guide is 2 draws, 2 wins, and a loss. So that is Tottenham's form guide, which is a 1-1 draw with Liverpool, a 3-1 win against Leicester, a 0-0 draw against Brentford, a 1-0 loss against Brighton, and a 4-0 win against Aston Villa. That is the form guide for Tottenham Hotspur, whereas Arsenal's form guide is 4 wins and a loss. 2-1 against Leeds, 2-1 against West Ham, 3-1 against Manchester United, and 4-2 against Chelsea, and just a 1-0 against Southampton. 1 to Southampton, 0 to Arsenal. So that is the form guide for going into this match. Arsenal are in position number 4. They've won 21 games, drawn 3, and lost 11, whereas Tottenham are in 5th position. They've won 19 games, drawn 5, and lost 11 games. So let me share my screen, and we'll pick the starting 11. So starting 11, I've gone with Ramsdale in goal, a backline of Cedric, Gabriel, Holding, and Tomiyasu and left back, Elneny and Xhaka in the midfield pivot, Martinelli, Odegaard, and Saka in the forward, and Nketiah in the furthest forward position. So that team once again is Ramsdale, Cedric, Gabriel, Holding, Tomiyasu, Xhaka and Elneny, Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka, and Nketiah up top. So, what's it going to be today? I believe that Mikel Arteta is going to go with a strong squad, and reflected in that team I just spoke about, and he'll be looking to cause Tottenham damage and to go and win the game. That's what I believe. So let me share my screen again, and we'll get into press conference reaction. See what Mikel Arteta has to say. On team news, Thomas Partey and Kieran Tierney is still out. Ben White is still a doubt. We have to assess him and see if he's feeling much better. Bukayo Saka is the same. Harry rates White and Saka's chances. It's very difficult to rate with injuries. It's just how they feel today. That's the last day we can assess them and try to get the feeling basically on the challenge facing him. It's the most exciting one probably. but we had others when we played finals against Chelsea and Liverpool in the FA Cup and the Community Shield. It was the same. When you have the opportunity to achieve one of your objectives in the season, you just cannot wait to play the game, because this is a job and the work you have done throughout the season to try and earn it. On whether it will be better to achieve it, that's top four away at Tottenham. The message is clear. If we win against them, we are in the Champions League next season. You don't need any motivation or to tell them anything more than that. The opportunity is there. We are going to play and go for it like we always do. It's how we have to it's how we have got into this position, and it's how we are going to approach it. He was asked a question on Manchester City signing Erling Erling Haaland. We expect that every team is going to reinforce and get better every single year. That's been the case in the last 3 or 4 years in particular, and you can see the standard and the level of the top teams in the league, which is unprecedented in the Premier League history, and that's the level. It's only going to get more and more difficult. All the panning we have to do is to try to get to that level. There's a spelling mistake on the Arsenal website. It says panning. It should say planning, and it's poor by the website, a professional website like such as Arsenal, and they've got spelling mistakes on it. I mean, who is reading this? Who is typing this up? On speculation around Gabriel Jesus, you know that we can't talk about any players that are not with us. I'm going to skip through some of this. On it being a new experience and a full stadium for a lot of players, it's different because the history of the North London, we all know about it and what it means to our fans. After that, it's a football pitch with a lot of noise and the crowd that will be excited to support their team, and we'll have our fans as well as, for sure, 100% behind the team. On whether it's better to win the North London derby as a player or manager, the winning factor is always the best feeling. It's different, obviously, as a player and manager, but in every occasion, it's not just about winning, it's about how you win those matches and the experience that you go through throughout the 90 minutes, especially when you play at home in front of your crowd. The home North London derby earlier in the season, it's a lot of It's a lot of moments, I think, that define the season, especially ones that happened against Norwich at home, as well as the turning point. And then we went to Burnley and we managed to win. And then we had that game that we capitalized on and went on to the next. But it is difficult. It's a moment emotionally that attachment with the fans helps to generate some moment. And at that time, it certainly did. On how big this game feels. Well, we all know where we want to be and the competition that we want to be involved in. And in order to be able to do that, we have to achieve through the Premier League this season what we want to do. And the opportunity now is ahead of us. On bouncing back from the start of the season, this is football. Things turn around really quickly both ways, and just be surrounded by good people. Make sure you believe in what you do. Be consistent with it. And then I think with time, things happen in the way that they have to happen. But in football, sometimes they don't. So you need that element of luck as well. You need that element of support, and you need that ball to get in the net at the right moment when it needs to be. Or being driven on by criticism. Mikel Arteta had to say, well, you have to be prepared for that. This club is built on the history and tells you that you have to be the best in the country and you have to win every competition you're involved with, and we have to deal with that pressure. And when you're not delivering results, it's part of the job. On whether Champions League qualification is like winning a trophy, what did Mikel Arteta have to say here? He said, I've heard the quote now many times from many different managers. And I think Arsene Wenger was the first one who said it because he probably could see that was happening in this league and the difficulty of achieving that. It was the way he described it, and it was the way he felt. And I feel that for the club, it would be extremely important. And whether that night would rival the title winning games, hopefully we can have this conversation and then can happen tomorrow. Then we can see what happens and what the fans would like to do. On it not being all on this result. For me, it's more about excitement and the opportunity. And when you have that in football, you have to go and deliver and do it. That's the mindset we all have for tomorrow. On whether it takes the pressure off. For me, it's not about the pressure. Again, it's about having the inner belief that tomorrow is the day and tomorrow we want to achieve what we have earned. On the preparation, we always do it just to prepare the players for what they can expect, how they can handle certain situations, try to make them visualize the game before they play. It won't be different for this game. On whether the game being rearranged is an advantage, there are so many things that happen throughout the season that makes it very difficult to answer that question. What happened is a long time ago now, and this is the game that we have to play, and we haven't decided in many other moments when we play games and when games were postponed, and we haven't done for this occasion either. On whether Spurs are stronger now, I don't know. Let's see tomorrow. Let's see. It's true that it's many months ago that game, and we are much closer to the end. And the game has taken a much different level of importance because of the situation that we are both in. On whether he's looking for a striker in the summer, I'm looking for the strikers that we have in the team, and this is my focus. We have 3 games to go, and that's the only thing I'm focusing on. So that's quite a good answer to that question. Just focusing on the here and now. Mikel Arteta stating that. On whether Edu has spoken about winning away to Tottenham. Yeah, we have spoken, not recently, but on many occasions about what they did that season, how they won it, and it's great. That's why it's very important to have ex-players around who have been through things that this squad have not been able to deliver yet, to share those experiences and help us. And that is the end of the press conference for Mikel Arteta. That's the end of the press conference for that of Mikel Arteta. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. We've gone through, we have to go through a predicted scoreline now. For this match, I'm predicting it's going to be 3-1 to the Arsenal. And my prediction is based on past our previous matches, and I believe that there's goals in this game, and we'll just have to wait and see. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.